Hi, I'm Coach Ken Sayles, author of a new book on running and coaching runners, Coach, Run, Win. It's a comprehensive nuts and bolts guide to all things about running faster, winning championships, and for coaches who want to develop championship high school cross country teams. My background is that for over 30 years, I was the head cross country and track coach at Capistrano Valley High School in Mission Viejo in Orange County, California, in Southern California. The region is considered the best in the country in terms of the level of competitiveness, and we're very proud of how we did in that area, winning several Orange County championships. I took 6 teams in a row to the state championship in California. Very difficult to do. I'm very proud of the athletes who helped us accomplish that. I had an individual state champion, Haley Herbert, who went on to last spring win the Pac-12 cross-country championship, the delayed one from the year before because of COVID. Have over 60 individual, league, and regional champions to my credit, and to the athletes' credit. Won some Coach of the Year awards along the way, and was one of the only coaches to have 2 individual athletes in the same year qualify for the 2 individual titles, the NXN in Portland and the Foot Locker, now East Bay, down in San Diego. The book, Coach, Run, Win, here, is about a roadmap to being able to coach high school cross country and to develop as an individual runner if you want to read it just as a runner. In working with my publisher, Morgan James Publishing in New York, we rearranged the book a bit from its original design so that now the first part focuses on runners and running, how to run fast, what workouts to do, what the explanation for the types of workouts that there are. Takes you through a whole season of championship workouts from start to finish for a cross-country season. Daily, detailed workouts, paces, times, timing, etc. It also covers cross-country training, the overall plan development, diet, hydration, nutrition, many of the mental aspects of racing as well. For coaches specifically, the book takes you through an entire season from when you first contact your athletes in the spring through developing a newcomers meeting and holding it to get your team and newcomers excited about your season, to setting up the summer, developing special summer camps, creating your season plans on through the championships, and hopefully a lot of awards at your banquet at the end of the season. The book also includes organizing for the transition from track into track from cross country, and also a chapter very important for new cross country coaches, especially how to organize and run a cross country meet. Very difficult to do sometimes, and I've got a chapter on how to accomplish that. The book Coach, Run, Win is about many things: coaching, running fast, winning, and trying to do all of it with a positive attitude. Part of what this video does is to give you a checklist of things to do, which are then covered later in a series of webinars I'll be discussing. Here are 13 things to keep track of as you're trying to develop a cross-country season in its full. Develop and expand your roster of athletes. Work with your booster and club and administrators on budget, hiring practices, paperwork that needs to be filled out. How to get your captain selected to help you lead your team and take some of the day-to-day workload off of you as the coach. Your newcomers meeting. Establishing a championship mindset, how to really get you and your program, your athletes, focused on how to be champions. An overall training plan. You have to have it from start to finish, and I'll explain how you do it by starting from the back, the end, and working backwards. Develop and communicate about what your athletes are expected to do in the summertime, what requirements there may be, so the parents are informed as well. Special camps you may have up in the mountains or out at the beach. How to develop racers, not runners. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. There's a section in the book about championship racing, tactics and strategies for how to accomplish that. Your awards banquet, as I mentioned earlier, and then that transition to track and distance. In my upcoming webinar series, we will cover all of these. The first 5 in webinar 1, helping you to get started with your program. 6 and 7 in webinar 2, crucial to planning to have a great, successful season of racing. And 8 and 9 on the list here in webinar 3 about getting your summer going and some things about injury and injury prevention. So for bonus right now, to give you a sample of what's going to come up in the webinar, let me talk a little bit about this idea of racing, not running. You can find this information in chapters 5 and 6 in my book, Coach Run Win. Sometimes in early season races, you see that your athletes, or you as an individual runner, if you're not a coach, may sense that you've had good workouts, but you're not really racing the way you'd like to, and you finish the race and you feel like you could have done more. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that, especially in the early part of racing, while you're still developing your season of working out. Some is a lack of confidence. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Another is the types of workouts that you might be doing. Early in a cycle, you might be doing workouts that aren't race-paced, as they're called. And so it's difficult to then feel the right pace. So we're going to talk about how to deal with that. One of the things you as a coach would do, or you as an individual, would be to decide to figure out ways to help you be a better racer, not runner. So I've got some ideas for you. First, let me start with a quote. Lynn Jennings, a female distance runner in the United States, an Olympian herself, once said that she never did well in a race, that she didn't want to quit partway through. I think that's very powerful. You have to be out on the edge. You as an individual runner, you as a coach need to get your athletes to feel confident being out on the edge of not being able to run any faster. This comes from positivity, confidence, getting an idea of what your workout paces are really like and what they feel like. The key is confidence. Most of us have this little voice, this person sitting on our shoulder up here, who's telling us as we're trying to race fast, you're going too fast, you're not that good, you can't run that fast, you can't beat these people. Why are you doing this? How do you think you're going to do this? Well, the way to deal with that voice on your shoulder is not to tell it to shut up, but to have an answer for it. And the answer is reporting facts. Yes, I've done the workouts to allow me to run this fast. I have raced this fast before and know that I can race faster at the pace I'm trying to race at right now. I developed a good race plan, which I'm now executing. So yes, I can run this fast. Confidence comes from planning and experiencing your workouts and keeping good track of them. Next, in helping you to be a racer, not a runner, is goal setting. I have an appendix 6 in my book that has a goal setting sheet that you can, as an individual, could use, or you as a coach could give to your team, where the athlete fills out their goals for the race, how fast they want to run, what place they might be in, and lists several reasons why they're going to be able to do this. Planning to run fast, having it in mind. The next piece of the puzzle here about racing, not running, is to visualize. I would take the athletes lying down outside, perhaps, or in a classroom where we'd done a pre-race meeting, and have them bow their heads down, relax, and take 2 or 3 minutes and take them through an entire race, visualizing with very positive words and positive image the start, their excitement at the start, seeing how fast they were going, seeing the first mile split, or the second mile slip, passing people along the way. You narrate as a coach, or you can do this individually on your own. You narrate yourself through a race with all positive affirmations about how the race is going. Research shows that actually scientifically, this kind of mental imagery, when practiced frequently, does actually have a physical impact that allows you to run faster. Mantras, another thing, just simple thing, have something in mind, a phrase you're going to use when you're running to help you stay focused, to help you to stay positive. I can do this. I've trained for this. I'm at my peak. I understand how to run this fast. I'm meeting my goals. I'm excited to be going this fast. Mantras that you can repeat when those darker moments come during a race, like Lynn Jennings spoke about in that quote I gave you. Finally, I think a key to racing and not running is to not be afraid. Take away as a coach or you as an individual some of the distractions at the start of a race by having the simple idea that you do the same warm-up and drills as you do every day for your workouts. If you run for 12 minutes and then do a certain set of drills, make sure that that's what you do at the start of your race. That takes away some of the nervousness, which contributes to a lack of confidence then. So in summary, I have a website, www.coachrunwin.com. We have excerpts and testimonials and articles from the book there. You can buy the book in paperback or ebook form on the site. You can also purchase it now at bookstores all over the world. My publisher tells me, and I'm very excited about that. The website also has other products that you can buy that we're offering. Uh, Individual consultations about your running and perhaps your access then to an individual running plan. A coach can consult with me about their season and perhaps move on to a team plan. Individual training plans at 5K, 10K, beginners, intermediates, and advanced are offered on the website. The team plan I'm very pleased with and hope that you might be interested, especially if you're a new coach, where you would send me your race schedule and your school schedule, and I would basically create your workouts for an entire season. Day-to-day workouts, what to do, what order to do them in, how much of things to do. And then I would offer to monitor at regular intervals the paces and the development of your runners in implementing that program. The webinar series hopefully is going to kick off soon. Check the website for the schedule. And we'll sell individual webinars, the 3 ones, or you can buy them as a package. So check out the website, www.coachrunwin.com, for the information about the upcoming webinars, the book, and the other products that I'm selling there. Thank you. Have a great day.